What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Roster Bubble Series video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you know when a live stream comes to your drops. Appreciate y'all coming back. Also, share this out. It is a dead time in the NFL offseason. Content creators really don't get as much attraction as they should and as they do in the regular season. And some try to be clickbaity, some try to be creative like myself. So sharing this out to other communities, other platforms, and other people on social media helps the channel, and we get to milestones faster, and it's a beneficial relationship in the end. So another Roster Bubble Series video. In these types of videos, I take a player that's on the roster bubble, talk about their background, their competition, how they could win a spot on the roster, how they could lose a spot on the roster, and then I will finish up with a prediction. With that being said, today's profile/candidate is Jamil Douglas. The New York Giants signed him this offseason, so let's go with the background. Went to Arizona State. He is 30 years old. Was drafted by the Miami Dolphins in the 4th round of the 2015 draft with the 114th pick. And he stayed there for about a year-ish. Then he was cut by them on October 13th, 2016. And 2 days later, actually 3 days later, he was signed to the New England Patriots practice squad. And he was pretty much on the practice squad for about a year-ish. He actually won a Super Bowl with them. That was the 28-3 Super Bowl against the Atlanta Falcons. Then he signed a futures contract with the Pats, was waived on September 2nd, 2017. Then the Falcons signed to their practice squad. They promoted him to the active roster. Then they waived him after the 2018 preseason period. Then he signed with the Colts, and with that being said, he was signed to the practice squad. Then he was released. Then the Titans picked him up, signed him to their practice squad, signed a futures contract at the end of the season, started 4 games in 2019 at right guard, and he would play in 15 games, starting 5. With the Buffalo Bills, he signed with them in 2021 on April 2nd. Then he was released, signed to the practice squad the next day, and then promoted to the active roster, then waived. Then he was claimed off waivers by the Washington football team, and I believe he was on the active roster around the time the Giants played them in January. And then finally signs with the New York Giants March 18th, 2022. With that being said, in his career, he's played 50 games, and he's only started 11 games. To be exact, he started 6 in his rookie year. He started 5 in his second year. Other than that, he has not started games. In terms of snap percentage, he played 50% of the snaps with Miami in 2015, his rookie year. Didn't play any offensive snaps in 2016. Didn't get a regular season rep till 2019, where he played 42% of the snaps with the Tennessee Titans. Started a couple of games at right guard. Then with Tennessee in 2020, about 10% of the offensive snaps. Then with Washington and Buffalo, played a combined 3% of the snaps, 2 snaps with Buffalo, and that was pretty much it. So he's been a practice squad guy, roster bubble guy, camp body guy up to this point in his career. With that being said, here are some notes from Sports Illustrated about Jamil Douglas. He has the ability to pull, turn the corner, and quickly find his targets, allowing ball carriers to get open in space faster. So that could possibly work towards the running game. Not only is Douglas quick off the ball, he's also quick in his recovery to catch delayed blitzes in the passing game or stall different rushing moves by interior defensive linemen in the running game. His marksman-like vision enables him to lock onto a primary rushing target or pass it off to shut down second-level pressures and defensive stunts. The proof of Douglas' improvement in protecting the quarterback and ball carrier are shown in his numbers between 2015 and 2019. Despite struggling as a rookie and giving up 353 pressures on 521 pass blocking plays, which that's probably over 50%, which isn't very good, at least if this is accurate, because it seems like a lot. He reversed his fate in 2019 by only posting 217 pressures on 388 pass blocking snaps as a part of the Titans' offensive line. I don't think that could obviously be recorded in a year span, but that's according to Pro Football Focus. So, I mean, that seems like a lot, but you guys obviously know up to this point he's been a camp body a veteran guard that's been on practice squad. So his competition looks like this: Ben Bredesen, Max Garcia, Shane Lemieux, Josh Rivas, and Nick Gates. So Nick Gates, we don't know if he's going to play this season. Shane Lemieux is a guard, could possibly be a center at some point. Same thing with Ben Bredesen. Josh Rivas could transition to the outside. And that's pretty much it. Jamil Douglas, other than Max Garcia, is probably the most versatile guard. Now, obviously, you have to be better and just overall good at your position to make the roster, but the fact that he offers versatility and he's older could possibly help the younger cats like McKeithen and Joshua Zudu on his offensive line. How can he win? Stretch, show his versatility, play well among the 2s and 3s, get some snaps at center, get some snaps at guard. We don't know who the backup center is yet. It looks like Max Garcia could possibly get on the roster and be that backup center, backup guard. I know obviously McKeithen will be a backup guard as well. I don't know how many offensive linemen they're going to keep, but he's got to play well among the 2s and 3s, win his reps, show that he's improved in the passing game, show that he's improved in the running game, and make it good enough so you can make the roster, beat out guys like Ben Bredesen, Josh Rivas, Shane Lemieux, and whatever. How can he lose? Sinks in the depth chart, loses reps, beat by younger cats, quiet but not in a good way. If he loses reps and doesn't show the improvement, that's his way off the roster. That's the way not to make the roster. Could it be on the practice squad? Possibly. But in the situation that he loses, it may just be onto another team for him. Maybe another team picks him up. But he can't sink in the depth chart. He has to show his versatility because other than Garcia, that's pretty much it. Feliciano is a starter. You're not really anticipating that he's going to be a backup. So he can't sink in the depth chart. He's got to get some reps at center. He's got to get some reps at guard, or else you don't know what you have. The fact that he also played tackle in college a little bit, it helps. It helps because you never know, with the tackles going down, what if Andrew Thomas goes down or Neal or whoever. I mean, we do have Matt Gano, which I've already predicted him making the roster. But with that being said, he just needs to play the best as possible, show off the versatility, and show his improvements. However, overall, I don't have him making the roster. We're only a few away from wrapping up the offensive line part of the roster bubble set, but I don't have him making the roster. I think he's just another camp body that they bring in, and just because they bring in a different guy, a new regime brings in a different guy that they know, doesn't mean that he's going to make the roster. Same thing can be said for Jalen Holmes, a couple other guys, Robert Foster. Just because they bring in a new guy doesn't mean he's going to make the roster automatically. They have to play through it too. But overall, I don't have him making the roster. I think Garcia will make it over him. I already said that Ben Bredesen is not going to make it over him. I think Lemieux will make it over him. Gates possibly if he doesn't go on PUP or whatever. But with that being said, like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you know when a live stream pops to your drops. Appreciate y'all guys coming back. Peace out, guys. See you later, and stay cool.